¿Qué onda, mi gente? Was Gucci in the coochie? Ya saben mi pinche intro. Okay, guys. First day of school, like always, I always get lost. And it's funny because the same maintenance guy that helped me last time that I was lost helped me today again to find my class. Anyways, so with everything that's going around everywhere in Los Angeles, Texas, like everywhere, for those who have been watching my YouTube channel and know that I was first majoring in being a social worker, then I changed my major. So I did a year of social worker, and that did not work out because that's not something I think I am gonna continue to do, because it doesn't fit me. It really doesn't. Anyways, so I changed my major to construction, and I am in summer school, and I figured, well, why not do one of my electives? And I did Spanish. And Spanish class was good, but we had to introduce ourselves. My dumbass chose the high number. So, because I choose a freaking high number, I have to say, I choose 35. Why did I choose 35? Because I have 35 for everything. And my dumbass, lo vuelvo a repetir, que I chose 35. So I had to say 35 things about myself. First day of class, I started crying. Tell me why. So, for those who have been following my YouTube channel, the last time I have posted something, I have said that I wanted to become a general contract, and I wanted to get my license so that I could build my own business and I could help out my people, our people. For those who do not understand what that means, for those who do not have papers, I could bring them into my business and I could help them, like get them a job, put them to work, because it's so freaking hard. And I know that muchos Mexicanos are very good at building shit, working in the fields, let's be straight out. Somos chingones a la verga. By the way, I got a new backpack, guys. Yes, I got myself a new backpack. Anyways, so yes, that was one of the reasons why I had changed my major, was because of that. Because there's more money there, and if I could help out, I put makeup right here. Didn't even notice that. If I could help out mi raza, mi gente, why not? You know? Why not try to help them? They let us out early from school because he didn't give us a break. And it's freaking hot outside. He didn't give us a break, so he let us out early. Okay, back to my class story. I had to say 35 positive things about myself, and I started with introducing myself, how old I was, how many kids I had, that I had a disabled child, my little Hennessy, that I had 2 grandchildren, and that I had changed my major from being a social worker to doing general contract because I wanted to get my license. And like I said, I had to do 35 positive things about myself. So I got choked up because me answering why I wanted to become a general contract license owner, business, whatever, is because I wanted to help out my people. So as I'm speaking, I am choking up. I'm crying. I looked at the professor, and he looked at me. He's like, keep going. And like I said, with everything that's going on right now, I don't think I'm going to be able to do my business because sí están deportando mucha gente. And it's sad. Look at my makeup. Pinche lloradera que tenía en clase, guys. I couldn't stop crying. It's sad because they're picking up the wrong people. They're picking up people that have families that do not have any type of criminal backgrounds, that are hard workers, that have family at home waiting for them, and their children at school waiting for them. Para los pinches huevones que están aquí en los Estados Unidos y no quieren trabajar a la verga, son los que se quedan. So, I'm trying to explain that in class. That now with everything that's going on, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish what I want to do. And that it's going to be hard because with all of this that's going on, like, todos los hard workers se lo están llevando, like, what the fuck? So I started crying in class, and I'm like, I can't do it anymore. He goes, just give me 5 more. And I'm like, I can't because it's so freaking hard to see everything that's going on right now. We're supposed to be in a place that protects us. Yes, I'm a U.S. citizen that was born here in the United States. My mom was born in Mexico. I have family that are from Mexico. I have cousins, my brother, and I'm very scared. I'm very fucking scared because anything could happen, guys. You know, a couple of years ago when this was happening, I want to say 11, 12 years ago, the first time they started doing redadas like this, my ex-husband was deported. And, sorry, and it was over a fucking stupid stop because he stopped, but he didn't yell. Like, he didn't do a complete stop. And he went to the liquor store, and when he got to the liquor store, he hit the banqueta. And my son was with him. And I remember that day I told him, don't go to the store, pero la gente ignorante que no piensa y no, they don't think. I told him, like, don't go to the store. Something had told me, don't go to the store. And he's all like, I'm just gonna go real quick. And I'm all like, no, just wait until I get home. Pero bien necio, burro, nunca hizo caso. And he went to the store. The police stopped him. My son was with him. And like I said, in ese tiempo, there was redadas. what's happening right now happened a couple of years ago too. So they stopped him and they asked him his name. They pulled him out of the car. Right away, they didn't give him a chance, because right away they put him on handcuffs in front of my son. My son was still small. They treated him like a fucking animal. They took off his shoelaces off of his shoes, like if he was gonna do something with his shoelaces. The sad part out of all of this, that they just didn't do it to him, but they did it to my son as well. Mind you guys, my son, at that time, he was what? 7 years old? 7, 8 years old. And they both had him on the floor, and they took off my son's shoelaces too. And they kept asking my son, what's your dad's name? Mind you guys, he's still small. He still doesn't understand. He's so used to us calling him by his nickname that he kept saying that was his dad's name. You know, that se llama Paco. No, what's your dad's name? Paco. My dad Paco. Like, and I don't know. I don't remember how far we were from the house, me and my sister, my older sister, that I told her, I go, take me to the store. And she's all like, what happened? They stopped Paco and they're going to take him. And I guess they called the ICE because the people from the liquor store grabbed my husband's phone, my ex-husband's phone, and he kept telling them, call my wife. And when the Árabes from the store called me, they're like, they're calling ICE, hurry, because they're gonna take your husband and they're gonna take your son too. And I'm like, what the fuck? So as I get there, they had him on the banqueta, both of them. They took off my son's shoelaces off of his shoes, and they did the same to my ex-husband, and they both had him on the floor. And I get there, oh my God, like, I got there and I'm like, what the fuck? And they're like, get back, man, we're gonna arrest you too. I said, man, fuck you. I'm a U.S. fucking citizen. Fuck you. Like, I was so fucking mad because the way they had my son on the floor. I grabbed my son and they're like, hey, you're interrupting our investigation. I said, fuck you, he's a fucking minor. You guys are not supposed to question him without us being present. They're like, well, his father is here. Yes, but he did not give you guys consent on answering any fucking questions. I go, and I'm a U.S. citizen. You do not put a hand on me. So I grabbed my son, I put him in the car, and I tried to grab my husband, and I hugged him. I remember hugging him, and he's all like, they're gonna take me. And I'm all like, I told you not to leave the house, okay, guys? That day, my mom had just got operated from her back, so we had just left the hospital when I had told them, don't go nowhere. When I get there, I will take you to the store. Guys, when you come from a family that don't have papers, you want to do the best you can for them, and you want to be there for them. They deported my ex-husband, and I would tell him, don't sign the papers, please don't sign the papers. And he's all like, I don't want to be here anymore. You don't understand how it is in here. And I'm all like, just don't sign the papers. He goes, you come in here, let's trade spots. And I go, if I could, I would. He goes, no, you wouldn't, because they don't give you a blanket. They don't give you somewhere to sleep at. You're sleeping on the floor. You're getting rotten milk. You're getting, like, everything spoiled. Like, they treat you like shit. Now that I see everything, like people that post videos of the way it looks in there, I believe everything that he would tell me. And you know, the sad part out of all of this is that a lot of people don't understand and don't know because they've never been through it. And they could sit there and say, yeah, take all these immigrants. Yeah, do this. Yeah, do that. It's sad. It's sad because without the immigrants that you guys call them, without them, we would not have fruit or vegetables. I want you to put an American in the damn fields and have them work their 8 hours at 110 degrees inside the fields, okay? Because remember, you are working in between the trees, and then on the floor there's a paper that looks like foil paper. It's not foil paper. It's I don't know what it's called, but they put that in the middle of the field so that when the sun hits it, that will shine on the tree so that the fruit could, you know, get more ripe and more sweet or whatever. If it's 110 out there inside in between the trees, it's 120, 125. Then when you work with the peaches, have all that peach fur on your face, on your hands, on your back, on your head. It fucking itches like a motherfucker. And I'm only saying it because I worked in the fields. I worked in the fields for more than 3 years. I worked in the agriculture off and on, I want to say 10 years with my friend. But me working without being a supervisor, guys, without being a supervisor, being an actual worker in the fields, it's a BITCH. It is a BITCH. Because when it's hot out there, we're trying to get there in the fields to work at 5 o'clock in the morning so we could be at least out by noontime. But when the company doesn't want to let you go by noontime because they're trying to take out as much as fruit to put it inside the packing house and ship it out to the stores and everything, they have us stay longer. And you know, it's a BITCH working in the fields, guys. A lot of people don't understand and don't know because you've never worked it. But for those who have worked in the fields, it's hard, very hard. Try working in the fields, not knowing what you're doing, if you're pulling down the right fruit. Because if you pull down the wrong fruit, because of you that pulled down the wrong fruit, they're gonna let the whole cuadrilla go. The whole crew that was working with you, they're gonna let them go. Why? Because you're pulling down the fruit that's no good. That still has to stay up there for another week or so. But when we're up there on top of the tree, cutting the fruit down, our eyesight, it's not as perfect anymore. Because we have worked all day, and as soon as the sun starts hitting on us, we think all the fruit is red. We think all the fruit is ripe, and it's not. It's hard, you guys. It's very hard working in the fields. If you guys just want to try it one time working in the fields and see if you guys make it, go for it. By all means, go for it. And I'm only saying it because right now that all these deportations are happening, you guys are going to have to start working in the fields. You guys are going to start learning how to pick your guys' own fruit. Because there ain't going to be no more field workers out there. For those who work out there, building houses, building companies, building everything, I want to see you guys go out there at 110 degrees out there in the freaking heat and build all these houses. Build these motels, hotels, banks. I want to see you guys do all of that hard work that only Mexicans do. Because you will hardly ever see a different race working in the fields. When I was working in the fields as a supervisor, there was maybe 3 guys that were not Mexican at all. Okay? I am talking about a white boy, a black boy, and I think that was it. I think that, to be honest with you, I think there was 2 black guys working with us and 1 white boy. And you know why they were working in there? Not because they wanted to, but because they couldn't get a job because of the background. One of them was working in there because he didn't want to get hit with child support, so he was getting paid in cash. And I would look at him like, are you freaking serious? Yeah, I'm serious. I am not paying for child support. Like, all my whole check goes there. And the other one, he's all like, well, I got a bad background. I can't work. I can't get a regular job. Nobody wants to hire me. Nobody wants to hire me because of my background. And that's sad. That's sad because everybody else were all Mexicans. No English speaking at all. And they learned how to speak Spanish and so that they could be able to communicate with the crew boss, with the workers in there. They learned how to speak Spanish. Okay, but you will hardly ever see a different race working in the fields. I want to see everybody that's against the Mexicans that are saying, yeah, deport them, yeah, get them out of here. They're leaving us without work. Go work in the fields. Go work in construction. I want to see you guys go work in construction. Because it's not going to happen. We will see foremen out there, but supervisor foremen that are contracting other people or looking for contractors to go work, but not to do the full job. And it goes for the same thing in the fields. You will see foremen working in there, but not working as a regular worker. You want to know why? Because the crew bosses, when they are working, they're working in their fucking truck, either talking to another female, and they'll have that female doing the paperwork, and everybody else is out there working in the fields. And I'm only saying this because I know out of experience, guys. I'm not saying this just to talk shit out of my ass, because I worked in the fields and I know how hard it is to work in the fields. It just gets me so mad to know that everybody's all like, yeah, get them out of here. They're taking all of our jobs, or they're on welfare, or they're not on welfare. Yes, if they're asking for a little bit of assistance with food stamps, because the economy is so freaking hard. That's why. And they have a right the same way we have a right, because they have children who want to eat. And for half of those guys or women or whoever that are out there fucking the system, okay, that are getting welfare, that are getting food stamps, that are getting any type of government assistance, and you guys ain't doing a damn shit but sitting on your ass at home, I suggest you guys to go and try to do their job. And stop blaming them about our food or our food stamps or our government assistance that we're not going to get because they're getting it. No. Because everybody gets government assistance nowadays. Everybody does. Get your ass up. Go work in the fields. Try it out. Try working out in the fields. I'll give you guys 1 week. Put yourself in their shoes. Go work in the fields for 1 week. 1 week. Let's see if you even last the week. I'll give you 4 hours to even last in there. Because on your 4th hour, you're going to want to go home. Because it's too freaking hot. Knowing that these people work so hard to get at least $20 for an hour and a half. Okay? I want to see you guys go work in the fields. I want you guys to feel one day to go to work in the fields and not thinking if you're going to be able to go home, because either you get too dehydrated or you're going to end up in the hospital because you don't know how to work in the fields and you fall from the escalera, the ladder, whatever. I want to see you guys work in the fields. Because it's happened before. I've seen it happen. When somebody doesn't know how to carry a ladder, when somebody doesn't know how to put a ladder right in the fields, you're going to fall from it. Because you got to carry 2 buckets up there with you. While you finish packing up 1 bucket, you got to put the other bucket right there, and you got to pack up that bucket so that when you go back to that trailer to drop off all those buckets, you have 2 buckets in your hand. I want to see you guys climb that damn ladder with 2 damn buckets, and climb down from that ladder with 2 buckets. And if you're working in the orange, you're going to carry a 50-pound bag on yourself. And then the damn ladder is not going to have anything to hold you on, because you're just going to grab that ladder and you're going to throw it on the tree. And you better hope you don't fall from there. And those people that are working in the orange, they're working they're not even working per hour. Okay? They're working for salary. The more bins they full up is what they're making a day. And the people that are picking grapes, they got to do at least a whole line to do their day. And they're always working in 2. They're always working in 2. So whatever they do on one line of the grapes, they got to share with that other person. And I'll tell you what, half of these people that are working, half of la raza that are working in the uva are very hard workers, and they don't work with shoes. They take their shoes off. Of course, they have their socks on because they don't want to get pinas on there, but they do not work with shoes. Okay, so I want to see you guys go do that. All these American people that are saying, yeah, get all these Mexicans, all these wetbacks out, whatever. I want to see you guys go work in the fields. I'll give you guys 4 hours to try to do their job, because you guys will not do it. I kid you not, you guys will not freaking do it. So therefore, when they get rid of all these hard workers, I want to know who's going to go and build your guys' houses. I want to know who's going to go out there and pick your guys' fruit and vegetables. Because ain't nobody going to do it. You guys are going to start doing it now. And for us that are Americans that work in the fields, that know what it is to work in the fields, I give you guys so much props. Because nobody knows how hard it is to work in the fields. So for everybody that right now is going through it because of la migra, I pray for you guys. Last night I prayed so hard, and I've been crying every single day. And today in class I was crying too. And it's so freaking sad to know that there is so many people out there that are so ignorant, like our president, because his family are immigrants too. Okay? Because they're light-skinned and we're dark-skinned, they're making us feel even worse. But why aren't they trying to deport every other race? Why does it just have to be Mexicans? It's just Mexicans who they're deporting. So, I'm sorry guys, it's just, all of this is, it's hurting. It's hurting so bad. You know, my son today in the morning, he woke up and he saw a protest in Los Angeles, and then he went to he went up because he likes to watch TikTok, and I let him watch TikTok. He's all like, Mom, look, they're doing it here in Fresno. I want to go. And I go, Papi, we can't go. He's all like, why? We're Mexican too. And I go, Papi, no, we cannot go, because if we go and they start doing violence, they're gonna hurt you. He's all like, I'll fight back. I go, Papi, it's not about fighting back. It's just we can't go. He's all like, I want to go because I'm Mexican. My son is still small. He doesn't understand none of this. And he asked me, Grandma don't talk Spanish. Are they going to take Grandma too? I go, no, papi. They're not going to take Grandma because Grandma has papers and Grandma's a U.S. citizen now. He goes, Mom, do you have papers? Are they going to take you? I looked at him and I grabbed him and I hugged him so hard. I go, Papi, I'm not going anywhere either. He goes, Mom, I'm scared. I go, Papi, there's nothing to be scared of. You're going to go to school, and when you get out of school, I'm going to be there for you, okay? How do the parents that don't have papers explain to their kids that they might not come home? Guys, pray for them. Pray for them, because it would be so hard for a child to go home and not have their parents there. If my son is already asking me if I'm going to come home, I could just imagine how these other parents go every single day to work not knowing that they're going to come home or not to their kids. Oh my God, why don't they just leave me alone? Stop calling me right now. Go and deport them. But for all these hard workers, I will be praying for you guys. I will be praying for you guys. And I hope that all of this violence stops, because a lot of people put so much money into building their businesses, and people are just doing it now just to go and do it. No, stop the violence, guys. Stop the violence, because it's only making it worse for us Mexican. That's all it's doing. It's making it worse for the Mexicans, because they're thinking, oh, look at everything, everything that the Mexicans are doing. No, that's not us Mexicans that are doing it though. So therefore, like, stop doing the violence, guys. If you guys want to protest, you guys want to be out there with your guys' flags, yes, that's fine. But all this violence, a lot of cops out there getting hurt. Remember, the cops are there to protect us. Yes, you will have some ignorant cops out there that do violence back, but there's some cops that are actually doing their job, that are out there doing their job. They're trying to protect us. They're not there to do violence because they want to. And for these ICE people, ellos sí, mándalos a la verga. Like, váyase a la verga, all these. Half of you guys are Mexican, that come from the Mexican culture. Like, really? Go get people that are doing violence, that don't have papers, that are fucking up. Go pick them up. But all the women and all the men that are hard workers who go to work and come back home to be with their family, leave them alone. They're just trying to have a better life for their kids. They're not here to do violence. They're not here for none of that. They're here to make money. Guys, I just, all of this went from class, guys, because I try to explain to you guys what happened today in class. I feel so lightheaded. I feel like I cannot breathe. I'm already getting anxiety. I called my friend up today because she's an agriculture she has her own agriculture company, and I'm like, hey, I just want to know if you're okay, because it went straight to voicemail, and I left her a message, and I told her, hey, gorda, I just want to know if you're okay. That's all I want to know, if you're okay. Amiga, cuídate, be safe out there, and I love you. I've known her since we were in elementary school, guys. She called me back. She's all like, hey, is everything okay? Are you okay? And I'm all like, yeah. She goes, Diana, she goes, you only call me when something's going on. Are you okay? And I'm all like, yeah, I just want to tell you that I love you, and I want you to take care of yourself out there. And she goes, I'm good. I'm not here. I'm in Odai. No, wait. Yeah, I think she said she was in Odai. She was, ahorita no estoy aquí, pero is everything okay? And I'm like, no, girl, like, there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of stuff going on. You know, ICE is here in Fresno now, too. I just wanted to make sure that you're okay. And she's all like, yeah, wait, I'm good. And I'm like, okay, I just want to make sure you're okay. I love you. Take care of yourself. And I'm telling her, wait, I feel bad for the people that work in the fields. And she's all like, well, right now, you know, if anything happens, ya les dije que try to leave, you know, hide or whatever. And I'm all like, God, dude, like, it's so hard. It's so freaking hard out there. But guys, I really gotta go. Just take care of your guys' selves. For those that are doing protesting, that are out there protesting, be very safe out there. Do not do violence, guys. Do not do violence, please. And you guys take care of your guys' self, and que Dios los bendiga. And I'll be praying for everybody. You guys take care. Que Dios los bendiga.